Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brooke, or Baby Sims on all of my socials, and today we are building another suburban home in Newcrest for my save file. And as you can see from the title, this is the Mitchell's family home, which is what am I talking about? I called it that because the family who lives here is actually the Mitchells, and yeah, uncreative, but I didn't know what else to name this besides the family that created it for it, and I might start doing that more often because it makes naming, geez, every time I do a video I get hiccups. I think it's because I yap too much, but either way, yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing that more often because it just makes more sense for the naming. And also, I don't know what to name my builds. I probably have like 7 builds, all the same name, and it's probably like big suburban home, big family home, gray suburban home, because they're all the same in any way, shape, or form. I actually did get the inspiration of this build from a Pinterest picture, which is where I get all my builds from, of like real life houses, and I really liked it. I thought it was cute, so here we are building it, and yeah, not much else to say about that. I think this comes to 5. Okay, it comes to 5 bedrooms, and then there is a room in the basement that I turned into a home office, but could easily very well just be the 6th bedroom. And then as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, there is 5 bathrooms as well in this house. There is no pool, which is a downside. I tried pools in all of my houses, but I didn't in this one. And there is a garage that I turned into like half garage, half home gym situation. And yeah, I actually think this house turned out super, super cute. I really love the interior the most. The outside was alright, but I don't know, it's weirdly shaped, but I still liked it in the end. The interior is what really won me over, even though I'm the one who built it, but I was obsessed with the way I did the interior of this house. Not to toot my own horn, but I'm going to a little bit, so yeah, and I apologize for not posting a video in a little bit. I have a lot of channels, and I have a lot of things to keep up with. I'm kind of on like many different projects and activities at the moment, so that's probably why, but I feel bad about it, I really do. And also, it takes me a little bit to make a video because okay, let me just give you a little run through of like my day-to-day life. I usually wake up around like 11, 12. I know that's like late to some people, but for me that's like considerably early, considering not even a year ago I was waking up at 5, 6 p.m. Either way, when I get up, I go and hang out with my mom for the day, and then usually I watch TV with her, we hang out outside or stuff like that. And then when my dad and my boyfriend and them come home, I hang out with him, and I hang out with my dad, and busy, and then I usually am eating supper, and then I'm having like the 7 o'clock family night time, which is where we watch a show that we pick like a show and we binge it together. Right now we're currently watching Chicago PD, which if you haven't seen, one of the best shows I've ever seen. Definitely watch it. So yeah, we're currently almost finished that, but that's what we do at 7 o'clock every night until 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock I come in and I do Sims related activities until 12, and then 12 o'clock is when I try to shut things down so I can get to bed and repeat for the next day. But so that kind of gives me like a 2-hour window. I try to build for at least 1 hour of those and then play my actual Sims game for an hour. So that's why it takes me like a good bit, because sometimes houses like this one took me a total of 3 hours if you add up each clip that I took throughout different days. And then but I did take a couple days break because, as I said, I was doing some other things. I was out this weekend with friends, and I was out with I had a dentist appointment. I had a doctor's appointment. Did I? I don't remember. I had this, that, and the other thing to do, and it was also Mother's Day, and that was a while ago now, and just some other things I've been busy and doing. And I also have a second channel, which I keep forgetting to link to you guys, but it is a poetry channel. If you guys are new here, then I have been writing poetry for like a very long time, like literally since I was probably 8 or 9. I've been writing poetry, and I just now, I would say about a month ago, decided to start sharing it online. So I have a TikTok, Instagram, and a YouTube channel where I post that, and they are all under the username Tales of a Melancholic Poet, which I know is hard to spell, but it's CHOLIC Poet is the username for all 3 accounts there, and that's where I post. But on YouTube, I've been trying to get some content up there to get my channel officially started, and you know, get a little bit of a following and a little bit of support. That does not mean that I've abandoned this channel. I'm still here, and I still love you guys so much, and we're still working really hard towards that 1,000 follower goal, which I am so excited to reach. So please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm super excited to be kind of close to there. I don't know, I think I'm close to 700 right now, so somewhat close to there, which I'm excited about. And so yeah, I've been writing poetry and I've been posting on there, and I've also actually been, and you guys are the first to hear this besides my family, but I've actually been kind of plotting a book. If you guys have been here for a bit, then you know that I, a little bit ago, like about a year ago, I was writing a novel, and I was actually close to finishing it. Like, I was close to finishing, I was on the last couple chapters, but then I just randomly lost interest and I never want to go back to it. Like, I still to this day, a year later, do not have any desire to go back and write that book. I think I realized it was my first ever book. I didn't really research anything before I started writing it, although I have been writing books for a very long time, for school and just my whole life as a hobby. But I guess it was harder than I expected it would be, as in I just was like, oh, I could write, but I didn't know that there were so many, not really rules and regulations with it, but so much things you should know before you start and things that are important to know before you should start. So I didn't do any research before I started the book, and it was really, really messy, and I got really overwhelmed with the publishing aspect and, again, as I said, the rules and the regulations, so I ended up just kind of stopping writing it, which I do kind of regret in a way, because I should have stuck with it, maybe figured a way about that. But also the main story itself, I realized like halfway through reading it, like, man, this is so boring, and I didn't even want to read it anymore, which I found, so that's why I kind of stopped writing that one, if you guys were here long enough from when I was in that era of my life of writing that book. So yeah, I decided to kind of give up on that, and I took about a year off, as I said, of not writing any books or anything like that, because I was just discouraged after the last one didn't really work out, and I was just discouraged thinking of how hard it would be, and I kind of gave up. I tend to do that with things. So yeah, I've always had kind of a problem with consistency, as you can probably tell by my YouTube channel, because I'm horrible at uploading things, but I definitely try, and I'm saying this to you about me writing a book, so that I'm like basically telling myself, you are writing this book and you are not giving up, or else I swear to God I will hurt everybody, as in me myself, not everybody else. Don't copyright me, or take a deep breath before you start speaking words that don't make sense anymore. Let's try that. I don't even remember what I was talking about. It is 10:45 p.m. and I've had a long day. Either way. Yeah, I am beginning writing books, so this time I'm really taking my time with the research aspect. So for the last very couple days, like literally like a week or so, I have been working every day for like 3 hours doing research, as in I've been watching YouTube videos on tips and tricks and things you might want to know, and how to do this, and I literally watch videos on how to write a proper sentence. Like, there is nothing I'm not researching, because I don't want to be stuck in the situation I was in last time, where I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just overwhelmed and then ended up quitting. So I literally got myself a notebook, I got some pens, I got some highlighters, and I started taking notes like I'm back in school, which I'm not. I graduated 2 years ago, but I started doing that because I just felt like this time if I have all those notes and things, there's no way that I can be stuck in I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. And I know a part of writing is kind of figuring out as you go, and not everything needs to be planned and plotted, but the way that I live my life is very planned and plotted. To the exact T where I told you my routine. I do that every single day, and I have no problem with that. I know some people, they'd be like, that's so repetitive, I'd actually want to die. For me, that's absolute perfect to me, and that's exactly what I want. And I'm sorry if there's so many like spaces in the video where I'm not doing anything. I thought I edited them all out, but I'm sure they're not too long. So I'm sorry that you're staring at this for so long. If it gets any bad, like if it doesn't snap out of it in like the next couple seconds, then I will fix it for you. Never mind, we're back. All right, hi, I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm kind of in the plotting phase. Right now I'm watching a really good YouTuber that if you're a writer, or if you want to get into writing, or maybe you want to write your own book, please check out Anna New. Her channel is literally just ANA space NEU. She does all kinds of writer tips, which is who I've been kind of studying for the last couple weeks or week or so. I've been taking notes on all of her videos. She makes so many helpful ones. I'm going to move on to all the videos I've saved on TikTok and on YouTube and on Instagram and Pinterest and all those things, and I'm just getting tips on every single platform and way that I can, and that's what I'm doing. I'm taking notes so I have no possible questions later on, because I am not that type of person to I ask questions and I'm confused about a lot of things. So quote that, put that on a t-shirt. So yeah, as I was saying, I plot and plan everything, like to the point where I have like a folder on my notes app called routines, and I have like my morning routine down to when I can like stand up, to what apps I check in what order. I do all that, and I probably need to stop explaining this to people, because I feel like I take pride in it because I love routine, but then I take pride in it and then I tell other people that I'm like that, and they're like, wow, you're actually psychotic, and that's really sad, which is usually the reaction I get. So I need to stop doing that, because it doesn't ever go well for me when I tell people that. So don't judge me. That's how I have to live my life. My life needs to be planned, and when things aren't planned and then something unplanned happens, I genuinely cry. So that's just the way it goes. I don't know. I probably have something wrong with me. I have lots of things wrong with me. We just don't know what. So yeah, that was kind of what I've been up to lately and why I haven't been uploading. I'm really excited to be starting to write this book. However, I'm not going to give you any details because I'd like to keep this close to chest, because I feel like keep your art safe is a very real thing. People, not saying any of you guys are great people because you watch me and that's just the way it goes, but there are people that could stumble on this video and be mean and take my idea and make it before me, and even worse, make it better than me. So yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. But I will tell you one thing, and because we're simmers here, my book is based off of my Sims, not my Sims, but like a story that I've done way long ago in The Sims, because I've had this idea that I'm gonna do for years, literally years. So, and it's quite literally based off of a Sims storyline that I made with my Sims back when I was like 15. So I'm super excited to be finally writing it, and even better because I played with the Sims, so I literally know everything that happens. So it should be pretty easy to write. So yeah, but I am going to talk about the build for a split second. And so when I made this living room, I was going to put it in this order, and as you can see right now, I'm quite literally moving every little thing away from where I put it, because I realized how cramped the entryway was with that, and I just didn't think it looked good. And this is something I don't usually do. I don't know, maybe it's just like, I don't know how to explain how I haven't done it before, because I don't know what exactly the right words are to explain what I'm doing, besides moving things around. But like, you know what I mean, where I don't usually do living rooms like this? I don't know how to explain it, but either way, I thought this was so cute, and the living room is possibly my favorite room in this house, besides, I don't know, it's a tie between this living room and the girl's bedroom upstairs. I'm obsessed with both. I think they both turned out really good. I did put my all in this house, and I think it shows. I really did try to do as much as I could. Now let's talk a little bit about the family that's living here, because they are a big family. It is a mom and a dad. The dad's name is Jeremiah Mitchell, and he is I believe a doctor, and then his wife is, I don't remember, but I have it written down, so let me go on my notes and I can see what it is really quick. Mods, other family dinner, Kimberly. So Kimberly is the mom, and she is a civil designer, and also the gym in the garage that you will see me do later is actually for her, because one of the things I got when I randomized my household generator off of a website was that she really loves fitness. So I decided to turn the garage into a home gym. Then they have a teen daughter whose name is Everly, and she is on the cheer team. And she has a tough relationship with her mother, but a really good relationship with her father. Then we have Scarlett, who is I forgot to say, Everly is 17. Scarlett is the child daughter, and she's like kind of the sweetheart of the family. Like, she can do no wrong. Maybe. But I think that she's like kind of the golden child, and I really love her. She was so cute, and I loved making her as well. And she is about 9. And then they have their toddler son named Gabriel, who is the only boy in this family, and he is 3. And then they have an infant named Addison, who just turned 1. So yeah, super cute. And then they also have a family dog. I don't remember naming the family dog, but I do remember making one. It's a little poodle. So yeah, I remember this family, and I love them very well. And also I get to see the dad of this family quite often, because since he's in the doctor career, my sim Cora is also in the doctor career, so I will be seeing him at work. However, my sim is on maternity leave, and it's been a while, and I want to talk about my sims. Okay, is that okay with you guys? I mean, it is a Sims YouTube channel, so if you expect me to talk about anything but Sims, that's probably likely, but also it's a Sims channel, so I'm going to talk about my Sims. I yap way too much. I'm so sorry. Either way, let me take a quick breath. Everybody take a quick deep breath with me so I don't talk your ear off and make you lose your hearing. Okay, now that we took a quick break and I could continue talking, I realized the other day, quickly, before I continue talking about my Sims, I realized the other day that I can talk really fast. Like, I am what are they called? Auctioneer. Like, you know, the people like going once, going twice, and going third, and going fourth, and going fifth, and then going sixth. Yeah, I feel like I can talk really, really fast without messing up, and I feel like it's quite startling. I don't know how I discovered this. I think I've just always been told, like, literally since I was a kid, I'm like, wow, you talk really fast. And I'm realizing that now. And I've been told that in, like, settings that you probably don't want to be told that, such as by law officials. So, you know, always fun. Always fun to be told that you talk too fast. I'm really sorry that I'm kind of probably hard to comprehend. I will try to slow it down. So, basically, I want to talk about my Sims. So, recently my Sims, they actually had a baby. Cora Hudson. They had a baby and they named him Dean. And his full name is Dean Ryan Woods Ryan, after Cora's dad, Ryan. And currently, okay, you guys are gonna think I'm really crazy for this. Side note, you guys are gonna think I'm really crazy for this, but I have aging off, and then I set their birthdays on the calendar, and then in my head, I have like age span durations where like how long exactly I think they are. So I think that the newborns, like, you know, the basket babies, they stay that way for a whole Sims month, which for me is 28 days. So they're basket babies for 28 days, and then infants from like the 1 month mark until they turn 2 on the calendar. And then when they turn 2, they turn into toddlers, and they turn into children when they're 4, and then they turn into teens when they are 13, and they turn into young adults when they are 18, and then they turn into adults when they are 29, and they turn into, or 30. They turn adults when they are 30, and they turn elders when they are 60. So yeah, that's kind of the way I go, and I go based on their birthdays as well. So yeah. So right now their child is 2 days away from becoming an infant. So 2 days until the 1 month mark since he was born. He was born on, I was gonna say December, but no, winter 19th was the day that Dean was born. And I'm having really a lot of fun. The only problem I'm having, besides the baby crying so very often, is that, well, okay, they have a really big house, and that is my own fault. I built it. They live there because I made them and I built it. But yeah, so they live in a big house, and so their bedroom is on the main level, such as this house that we are currently furnishing, as we are furnishing the master bedroom on the main floor. And then the baby's bedroom is on the second floor, but their house is really big, so the staircase is on the complete other side of the house, and it's like a mansion. So if they want to get to the baby when it was crying, they'd have to like walk out their room, then they have to walk down the very long hallway, through the entryway, up the stairs, down another long hallway to the baby's bedroom. And I feel like that's probably fine, because they're not gonna like die. They're not gonna, you know what I mean? So it's probably fine. But I like to play hyper realistically, and to me I think that'd be really inconvenient in real life, especially where the baby is a basket baby right now. That's why I'm keeping him down there, and I think get down there as if I'm locking him in the basement. That's why I'm keeping him in their bedroom at the moment, because when he turned into an infant, I might put Dean back up into the upstairs bedroom, because it's probably a little easier than the basket babies. But what do I know? Because I've actually, to this day, even though Growing Together came out I think a year or two ago, never once have played with an infant. So I guess I'll see, and maybe be painfully aware of my own circumstances of building this giant house. And I do plan on having another kid when Dean's about probably 5, only because I think that I want them to have 2, but I'm spacing them out because they both have very busy careers, right? So Hudson is a level 10 scientist, and Cora is a level 10 doctor. So they work Monday to Friday. Well, Cora works Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and she works from 9 to 7 p.m. And then Hudson works Monday to Friday from 10 to 7. So they work really long hours and are not really home much, and that's why I think I'm going to space out the baby having. That's such a weird way to put that. I'm going to space it out by a lot, I think, just because of the fact that they're not really home a lot as it is right now. Although I currently am giving my Sims, like, I cheated their vacation days, so they're getting a full year off of maternity leave, which is going super good. Really love it. Although it is kind of boring because you're home all day with your Sims, but I personally don't find that boring because, as you guys know, I love routines. So they have one and I do it, and then I'm fulfilled for my life. But yeah, having a grand time. And one thing that I do have is the childbirth mod, and I also have WW Purple Heart mod, as you guys know. I'm gonna try to keep this channel family friendly, so I'm not gonna go too much into that, but I do have WW. If you are not over 18, do not look that up, nor do download it. But so with the childbirth mod, my sim, she has to pump her milk for the baby. I don't know how much I could say on a family-friendly YouTube channel, but either way, either way, the hassle of it is that it's so often, and she's like permanently uncomfortable, which really sucks. But it's something. So, but when I was furnishing this bedroom right here, we're gonna move on for a second because I just thought of something. When I was furnishing this bedroom here, I first thought that the child age sim in this house was a boy, and I thought the toddler was a girl, but it isn't. It's actually the other way around. So I furnished this whole bedroom so beautifully, right? And I was so obsessed with it, and I was like, oh my god, that's literally perfect. Like, that is the perfect boy's bedroom. But then I realized very quickly, oh, it's a girl. And I guess I could have just kept the exact same, but it wasn't like, after I found out that the sim who lived here was a girl, I had a totally different like color scheme in mind, because this was like the color scheme I had for that male sim that I had in mind. And then I was like, wait, that doesn't fit the sim I have in my mind, because I don't think she's very sporty. I think that she's on swim, but I don't think she's like this sporty. I've seen her more being like princesses and fairies. So I didn't really change the bedroom too much, but you will see what I do. And it's just that I changed the colors of all of the items in this bedroom, sorry. So it stays the exact same. I just changed a little bit of the colors so that it fits the sim I had in mind more easily, of course. And yeah, I also really like all the kids' bedrooms. I remember the taller girls' bedroom, taller boys, is based off a picture that I saw on Pinterest the other day that I was like completely obsessed with. So I ended up basing off of that. And then same with the nursery, I thought was so adorable as well, because I was gonna do an accent wall, but instead of an accent wall, I ended up doing a like a curtain wall. You'll have to see it when I get to it, but yeah. I want to go back to talking about my Sims now. So yeah, Dean is about to turn into an infant, which I'm super, super excited about because I've never played with one. And I hear that they're kind of hard to deal with, but I mean, so are toddlers and so are kids in real life. So I mean, realistic. We love The Sims for giving us realism. Speaking of The Sims giving us things, did you guys see that on Twitter and also all the other platforms that The Sims official is at, they posted like an apology tweet basically saying like, oh, we're so sorry that our game sucks. No, they didn't say that. They were just saying they're sorry that the game is so buggy and kind of broken for some players. So they're like actively working on it, and they hired like an actual bug fixing team, which I thought they already had, but apparently they don't. So they hired like an actual bug fixing team to work on the bugs and stuff in the game, which I know is really a great thing. And I know this is gonna be like a really selfish thing to say, and I'm really, really sorry. But, and I'm definitely not mad about them doing this. In fact, I'm really happy because this game is buggy and it definitely needs to be fixed. But my first thought was, oh, good. We're going to get, because they mentioned how much times we're going to get these patches to fix any bugs ASAP. I'm like, great. Yeah, my mods are never going to be working again. So, yeah, fun. But I really am really happy that they are fixing everything. So, and I hear that we have a romance expansion pack coming out, which to me, I'm happy about because you know what I'm like with my game. I'm a romance and family game player at the heart, but why didn't they just do that with my wedding stories? Because why are we getting another romance pack when we already got one for weddings and it was broken? Instead of doing that, just fix it or refresh it. Because remember back in the day, we would get the dine out refresh and things were great in life, and then now it's like, haha, and you're never getting one again. Because the dine out refresh was so cool, and then we literally just never got a refresh again. And I was so hoping for some, because Get to Work needs one, Dine Out needs one. Did I say Dine Out? No, the refresh was Spa Day. I think I said Dine Out. Spa Day was the one that got the refresh. Dine Out needs a refresh. Get to Work needs a refresh. Even like Seasons needs refreshes for certain things, for the plants and different things like that. I think in every way that you can say that every pack kind of needs a refresh in a way. What I do really despise about this game, there's one thing that always just really pees me off every time I look at it, and it's Del Sol Valley, because the opportunity was so there. Like, we could have had something so good with Del Sol Valley. Like, you're telling me we got an LA Inspired World and it has like 7 whole lots. No, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. It has 12 maybe. 12 whole lots. That's so bad. And like, they teased us with like the beach community. They teased us and they gave us like absolutely nothing. And it deeply disappoints me because, oh my god, the opportunity that could have got us is such a beautiful world. But they just failed us so epically with giving us snow lots and nothing to do in the world and so many weird looking houses and just, dare I say, bad. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like they put a lot of attention on every single aspect of that pack instead of the world and lots, because everything is so bad in that world. Like, have you guys seen Judith Ward's house? That's bad. That's just bad. I don't know why when I said that just now, I felt like Jughead from Riverdale. He's like, you ever see me with that stupid hat on? That's weird. I don't know. I feel like I just channeled that energy when talking about Judith Ward. I don't have any regular townies in my game anymore, and I haven't since I was about 13. And I'm so serious because I've had the same save. I say this in every video. You guys definitely know this by now. But I've had the same save since I was 13, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Like 13. No, 12 or 11. 11 or 12, something like that. That no is really loud. I'm sorry. Since I was 11 or 12. So, yeah. And, yeah. So they all died way long time ago. I don't even think I have any of the townies. I think the only townies I have left now are the ones that came with for rent, and maybe 1 or 2 from Horse Ranch. But that's like it. If they haven't been called and or I evicted them and kicked them out of my save, because I do that with some things, because I'm not nice to my Sims. I am a gentrifier in The Sims 4, and I'm sad to admit it, because that's happening in my real life neighborhood. However, in The Sims, all of you just deserve nice houses. I'm sorry. But yeah, we are kind of just like finishing a little bit of things up here. I thought I was done at this moment. That's why I'm putting the wallpaper on, like the official wallpapers. But then I forgot that there's a whole basement downstairs that I've yet to even do anything about. So here I go. And usually with these houses, I've been putting like rec rooms in the basement where it's like a couch and a TV set, and then maybe like a fish tank or something. But this one I decided to turn into like a little wet bar area, because that's in a lot of real estate videos that I watch, and I think that this turned out really cute and I really liked it. So I did put a games table and a darts board, and then some plants and the bar, of course, with the sink in the back. I think I did end up putting one. Yeah. So your Sims can come down and hang out. And then this room right here is the bedroom that I said you can turn into one if you'd like, but officially it is the office for my civil designer Sim. And the doctor, it doesn't matter which one. I just picked her to be for the mother. I don't know why, but either way. I do really like this office. I think it was really cute. However, I wish I put some cushions on that couch. Look how bare that looks. So sad. I'm tired. And I want to go listen to Torture Poets Department and age up my Sims baby. Sims babies literally fill the baby fever in my brain. I love it so much. Because then once the Sims babies start crying, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm right. I don't want kids. So I love the Sims for that reason. And many other reasons. So I think we're just about done here. And I don't want to like make myself cut short. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and be sure to subscribe, because we are getting sort of close to 1,000 and that would make my whole life. So thank you. And also I will try to remember to link my poetry account down in the description down below so you guys can follow that and try to get me closer to 100 subscribers over on that. And if you guys want to, not to ask for too much, but I also have a TikTok for this YouTube channel and my poetry channels as well. Same with Instagram, so you guys can go and follow them, which are also down in the description down below as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this speed build, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.